Mike, turn your games down.
But it was our TV episode of Gays My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who is the X-Men with me tonight?
I am Phoebe Stanton, and man, I thought this show was a lot better.
What did you watch?
I watched Wolverine and the X-Men.
Are you sure? We'll have this conversation shortly. And who else is with me?
Hey everyone, it's Joe Larrey, and guys, we gotta find Jean. That's all that matters.
We gotta go find
So
SpongeBob.
she's pretty important.
Okay,
SpongeBob?
let's get that right out of the way first and foremost. Why do they say level 5 mutant, but then later on they say Omega level? Just say Omega level the entire way.
Do they say level 5 in this, or is this just me knowing things?
They do
No,
say
they say
level
level
5,
five.
but that
Okay.
is not a thing. It is an Omega level mutant, and they say Omega level at a later point.
My surmise is when they were writing the script for these episodes is that Omega was just introduced in the comics. Wasn't that like a Grant Morrison thing? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I
At least
can't
we didn't
answer
have.
that question.
At least we didn't have Charles Xavier going, "No, my children of the atom."
Well, don't worry. That'll be another episode when we look at those. So, but we are here to talk about today Wolverine and the X-Men, the season 1, because there only is one. Directed by Nicholas Filippi, Stephen E. Gordon, Doug Murphy, Boyd Kirkland, and came out in 2009. The production company was Toons Entertainment and a bunch of other crap. And network was Nicktoons. This was on Nicktoons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was one of those starting Nicktoons shows.
Yeah, this and
Okay.
they had a Fantastic Four like anime too.
I don't think that was like Nicktoons.
It was on Nicktoons, and then I think it got moved to Cartoon Network or so. It was
But was the Fantastic Four? That show was like short lived. That's like 8 to 12 episodes. But was that originally
Is it that
on
short?
Nicktoons, or was that just airing its second run through on Nicktoons? Like, was it even an American cartoon, or did
it was
come
an
out-
American. Yeah, let me double check here. Fantastic
Okay.
Four, World's Greatest Heroes. Like crap, it had 26 episodes.
That I literally just remember the Mole Man episode, the fact that the last episode's Galactus, and that
Okay,
the
so
one episode She-Hulk is a member of the Fantastic Four.
So you were kind of right, Phoebe. The first like 8 episodes showed on Cartoon Network, and then they moved the rest of them to Nicktoons.
I'm not crazy.
You are, but not this time.
Fuck you.
Fantastic Four show, but I mean vaguely. I never watched it. I just know I remember that it exists.
Yeah.
That was a weird part for our conversation to start.
Oh, we even mentioned Iron Man, the Armored Adventures. That was also part of.
So
this.
for those that
That show
know,
was so fun good.
oh yeah, I never watched it. Is
Yeah, we're here for Wolverine the
that the one where he
Yes,
Yeah, and
started it?
they made a living laser or major villain.
Oh, okay. That's not what I expected to hear.
it was a weird time for Marvel cartoons.
It was a perfect time for Marvel cartoons.
I was like starting off with our memories. Once I remember, that's what we do here. I had seen this once randomly, but I don't remember when. I just know I have. So that is, some point Netflix or something. I watched this, and so that's my history with it. What about you, Phoebe?
I watched this when it was coming out because I loved the Nicktoons network. When they first introduced Nicktoons network as a separate thing, we had Comcast, so we got it. And besides watching G4 on like channel 219 or whatever, I was busy watching Kappa Mikey and shit like that when they introduced this show and all the other Marvel shows. I was excited. And I remember the show being great.
It still is great. And Joe,
I similar to you. I've only seen a couple episodes of this when it originally aired. I didn't have cable at then, so I probably caught it at a friend's house or something. But I also remember back then I was very much like, it's not the '90s X-Men. Why do I want to watch this? This ain't my X-Men. And plus, I really did not like X-Men Evolution, which was the series before this one, which is ironically made by the same people that made that series.
no, that's fair. I know I kind of like when this first came out, I thought about it too, so I get it. It took me a bit before I was like, I was willing to watch it because I never watched X-Men Evolution really, even though I know I need to one day.
Oh, that was a really good one as well, from what I remember. Fucking Christopher Judge's Magneto is
We'll get to
Perfect.
it someday. Strangely, you guys reminded me how much I really like X-Men. So it's most likely going to happen at this rate. I keep going because I really like the X-Men. So this show is a one season show that kind of tells a few big stories. And we're not going to go episode by episode because I don't want to. And there's too many. So we're just going to kind of talk about the show overall. Is what you're going to hear in the next, assuming 2 hours. We'll see. The big thing with the show is that the X-Men have been the X-Men for a little bit. Wolverine has been with them. They have their team. There's only one continuity error in here, which I'll talk about later, that really...
Same.
It's pretty coherent.
Oh, same.
I'm sure it's the same. Sure, it's the same thing, and we'll get there. The whole thing
it
is...
might be, it might not be.
Okay. Well, we will get there. That Jean Grey disappears, and Xavier disappears, and the X-Men get upset and all break up, and then the show takes place a year later.
Probably mentioned there was a giant explosion at the school. Like the school.
Yes,
just
that
gone.
too.
Yeah, fucking Xavier and Jean Grey both got some type of
Telepathic
psychic
message.
attack or whatever, and then the crazies begin. And we find out pretty quickly that Hank is living underneath the school in that pilot episode. And it's like, hey, it wasn't electromagnetic. It wasn't cosmic radiation. Nothing that could appear on a chart is showing any residual leftover anything at the source of the attack. I could not tell you what caused the explosion.
We'll get there. I don't know. I want to spoil it that quickly. I mean, this show does a good job of... I mean, it goes 26 episodes, and I don't think they're boring. And I also think it keeps it going through the whole way.
Yeah, no, it moves at a rapid pace. I mean,
for 26, that's impressive.
No, it is. And each X-Men gets like their time to shine. Like everyone seems to get their own individual episode at one point.
Which is impressive. And they find a way to work in so many X-Men.
God, yeah, they do.
Holy shit, the amount of side characters they put in this show.
But that helped the show, too. I mean, like, the first 3 episodes is hindsight, which is kind of like showing you what the world is like, what's going on. Man, watching this in 2026, though.
With the MRD.
Man, anyway. Oh, God, MRD and ICE. Same thing.
Yeah.
The Inhuman Companion Extractors.
Yeah.
It was a little too, I'm like, little did they know that this would still be really relevant years later after they made the show.
Yeah, especially when they're, taking, non-mutants, because they're helping harbor mutants and then just arresting them with no rights and then having their neighbors turn on them.
Yeah. What's worse, shooting the 1-year-old or putting the little girl in the torture chair?
I mean, both are awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. But man, this show hit hard. It hits fast, too. I was impressed with how much I enjoyed it right off the bat.
I think that might be one of the nicest things about X-Men in general is we've now had 4 X-Men cartoons, to the best of my memory and knowledge, and none of them have really sugar-coated anything. They keep how fucked this world is and keep that the X-Men are fighting through it. I mean, sure, like Wolverine will show up in something like what's the chibi Marvel show?
Superhero Squad?
Yeah, he'll show up in that and be jokey in that. But when it comes to having an X-Men specific cartoon, they are all focused on what X-Men should be about. And that's really, really nice.
I mean, the MRD stuff goes on throughout the entire works. Like, to me, this show was and I was shocked how much I enjoyed it.
I watched it the Mike way.
Yeah, no, I did. I was really surprised of how well this holds up, not just from a story standpoint, but also from an animation. This is really high quality animation for a kid's show back in the early 2000s.
And Phoebe, how was the Mike way in this case?
Having it on the side while doing other things.
That is the Mike way, yes.
Normally I try to focus on the thing, but this time I just couldn't seem to, and so Wolverine and the X-Men became the side project.
I mean, but it's 26 episodes of a show. I mean, sometimes that's the best way to do something. Otherwise you're not going to be able to get through stuff unless you, that's how it just seems to work that way. I mean, and then I think is it in the first couple episodes you find out that Xavier did survive and then wakes up in a coma 20 years later?
Yeah. They go to Magneto, they go to Genosha, and Magneto has him there.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like how they kind of combined Days of Future Past, kind of integrated it with the present timeline.
They make it work really well, way better than I felt. I was kind of impressed.
Yeah, and I like how Xavier is like an actual character, not just like the mentor that just gives him commands. He's actually like an active participant in this story.
Yeah, he didn't scream for every other role in pain, being attacked by psychic force. I love that YouTube video so fucking much. But instead, first of all, he can walk. And second of all, when it comes to all the future stuff, he actually does things.
He does a lot.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Also, light thing, because we're jumping around, or at least I'm jumping around. Portable Cerebro is awesome.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, you can jump around. I plan to. It's 22 episodes. We did this in order. We'd be here a lot longer than I want to be here. So that's completely fine. It's just that type of show. There's a lot. But no, the Xavier stuff is surprisingly really well done. I mean, I like the fact that he can walk, and then you mentioned he gets a bit later. Like, all that I thought was very well done.
Also, they get a freaking, like, guard dog Sentinel.
Rover is the best.
Dude, he has this, like, the saddest death in this entire series.
But fuck Mero for what she does.
Yeah, no, agree.
What did Meryl do?
She betrayed
Mero
them.
sold them all out because Rover died. She goes
yeah.
That's who Meryl was.
Master Mold and is like, I know who to. I know where they are.
And then she's stunned when the Sentinels try to kill everyone.
Who would have thought these robots that were would betray? You know, who the hell could have thought that? I mean, it's the idea. Also, this also made the show way more relevant in 2026. You know, we're dealing with the AI crisis. Unless, hey, maybe you're listening to this someday in the future, 20 years from now, and you're like living in a bunker, and someone happens to have this episode. You're like, hopefully that's not the case. But you know, maybe predicting the future. That's what I thought of too. A Terminator.
And much like in our current timeline, all of the technology is being used just to fucking have the AI grow.
Don't you love how things become like? This show is way too timely right now.
Oh, yeah.
The MRD at ICE, AI and the Sentinels. I'm like, man, there is too much here that don't like it. I did enjoy the show a lot.
However,
yes,
it is weird to see what Master Mold looks like in this version. And it looks like Jocasta.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But I'm assuming Master Mold has a bunch of different designs throughout the comics too.
Maybe. I just know
usually-
like the big, stupid Sentinel looking one with like the open chest.
Yeah, sitting with like in the chair.
And so that's a fun little thing is that we talked about X-Men 94, 97, and that's pretty one-to-one with just adapting comic art.
Yeah.
Wolverine and the X-Men is its own standalone universe because some of these characters do not match what they are like in the comics.
I was getting vibes though the Grant Morrison run with this. A lot of that. Especially with Emma Frost being such a big part of that, because I believe she was huge in the Grant Morrison run.
It's so cool seeing Emma get so much love. And then
Agreed.
then we get near the season finale, series finale. And it's like, oh, nope, it's a Hellfire Club. Yep,
Yeah.
who would have guessed it's the Hellfire Club.
Didn't have a problem with them showing up.
It's interesting
That
with them.
didn't bother me.
Because usually they're just depicted as being, I mean, they are technically evil in this, but it looks like they're more manipulating Emma than she's a willing participant as she is in like the original comics.
It comes way too late. It feels like it was just shoehorned in because they might have been yelled at by Nicktoons. Like, hey, if you have Jean Grey, you must have a Phoenix Force story.
I don't think so. I think the purpose of the entire time. That's how I took it personally.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's just I'm trying to figure out. I wasn't able to figure out when they found out that the show is going to be canceled. So I'm wondering if it. Yes, I think I agree with Mike. I think the Phoenix was always the story arc, but I also see where Phoebe's coming from, where it feels very rushed, and I'm wondering if that's because like they were told you have one season, get this done.
I don't believe that show ends. I really believe that they thought there would be more of this show. That they were shocked when they weren't renewed. That's how I take it.
And you can't just set up the Age of Apocalypse. That's
Man,
insane.
They have so wanted to make that into a thing for so long. It looks like they might actually get
Not
the
even
chance.
Age of Apocalypse. it's or not. What did you say? You said Age?
I said
Yeah.
Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, you're right. Never. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, you're correct.
You're as tired as I am, man.
Eh. So definitely. Yeah.
I went out to the movies and then stayed up for the last 2 hours.
You shouldn't do that. You should have slept last night instead of going to work.
Probably.
I shouldn't have made you go to work, but that's me and I. All right, where were we?
Wherever we want to be.
All right, I want to be. So,
I want to mention why this show got canceled, even though
please, I actually don't know why.
Yeah,
like,
what
it was
is the
actually
reason?
one of their highest rated shows. It was the highest rated show on Nickelodeon at the time when it came out, and it got
Then
really
why did
good.
they cancel it?
So 2 reasons. First was budgetary. Ironically, even though this show was licensed out by Marvel, Marvel did not put any money into the production. That was left all to the studio and the production crews. And there was disagreements on who was going to pay for what and how much. But really, the final nail in the coffin was the big event that occurred in 2009 with Disney, and that is they purchased Marvel that year.
No.
That's what killed us. If you guys also remember, there was that spectacular Spider-Man show that was airing around the same time. That got canceled. Like, all these projects just got axed when
Is that the MTV one or the WB one?
WB one. So they just canceled that. Like, no, which sucks because season 2, they did, like, there was an interview with the director talking about what was going to be in there, and they were going to reintroduce Colossus, Jubilee, Magica. They were also going to and then they were going to really go into the Weapon X aspects of it, which are teased in this season. Like, Deadpool was going to come in, X-23 was going to be.
The fucking Laura clones were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so they had everything planned out for Disney.
Get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I forgot that there was the whole buyout. That makes sense. I forgot that happens around this time.
Yeah. It's interesting too because like a lot of the voice actors for these characters on the show reprise their roles. Like that, I know we've mentioned it before, that Hulk versus Wolverine. Apparently that is set in this timeline.
Yeah, I'm
It is?
looking at that right now. This
Yeah.
episode is a sequel to the straight to DVD movie.
Yep.
Which I had to buy in order, because we're going to cover that at some point coming up here. So that thing was not easy. Yeah, you can't download it anywhere.
Hey, Logan, I shot you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean-
Deadpool.
Well, that'll be another conversation. But like the Weapon X stuff they introduce in here is all really well done.
Yeah. I'm so glad they were able to get the Hulk in an episode here as well.
The 2 Mojo episodes. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the Hulk was in here. And are those Wendigos, or they didn't really say what they are?
That's
those-
Wendigo.
Wendigo,
I was
yeah.
able to instantly go, oh shit, that's
Okay.
Wendigo.
Yeah. And I love
Which is
how
like-
even at the end Hulk just punches Wolverine.
Which is also like the whole, this has to be its own separate timeline, because this isn't my major gripe, but Nick Fury is kind of an asshole in this universe.
Oh god, yeah, he is.
He's always an
I'm so used to MCU super chill Nick Fury, like actually trying to help and stuff, that here it's like, hey, we need you to take down the Hulk. Why are we taking down the Hulk? Because he was taking down Wendigo. What's Wendigo? It's this fucking super soldier that we made. It's a shield agent. And we kind of lost control to fight the Hulk.
And if you don't help us, we'll sell out your team to the MRD.
Oh my god, what a cunty move.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is somebody could answer this. Is this the first time that Tom Kane voices Magneto? Because he kind of just stays the voice of Magneto.
Maybe?
I hear throughout this entire show, all I could hear was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Gravity Squeeze.
Oh god, that's right, he is. Let's take a look. This was the first time he's done Magneto. I believe it is.
I'm not yet. One day I should fix that.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it is.
Magneto was good in this too, like having Genosha. This was also my first experience to Genosha.
Really?
Mm.
Yes, because I had saw this before X-Men 97. If Genosha was in 94, it was like the place where it's actually a trap, right?
It's
Yeah.
actually a trap.
So yeah, this was my experience to it.
Hmm.
I like all the stuff. I mean, when you first get introduced to Genosha, I mean, you have the first episode when the team goes out there, and then you have later on, you have with like when Nightcrawler goes there. Like the fact that like Scarlet Witch plays such a big part in this show too is really cool because I just like her, and I feel like she wasn't in a lot of other stuff at this time.
Mm-mm. Her and Quicksilver. They don't even hide from their origins.
I do not.
And we
Freaking
get
Polaris gets in it.
Polaris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
give her a
so
lot.
many pieces of media always forget that Polaris even exists. It's always just Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. So it was nice seeing Lorna a bit.
Yeah. And she's going to be a big figure in season 2 of 97.
Oh shit, is she?
Oh yeah, she's in that new trailer they released. She's in it nonstop.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the new trailer.
I needed to see that too. I mean, this show just reminded me again how much I like X-Men. Like, they do so many good little stories. You have, in the 4th episode, you have where Professor X tells Logan that Storm is going to destroy Africa, and then you see the Shadow King, like, and I want to say this might have been one of my early exposures to him too.
He's in 94.
Yes.
I didn't watch all of 94 back then. I stopped. So, but he's good in this.
You want like the best Shadow King
I really
we're gonna
good
get?
stuff.
Watch Legion.
Oh God, Legion is so good.
I need to watch that show someday. I unfortunately never have.
They grabbed an actor who can speak every language that the Shadow King canonically can speak. So it is just straight up. They found the Shadow King in our reality and said, "Will you play the Shadow King?"
Oh, it's that.
Yeah, it's that. It's really fucking good.
Okay. Legion someday. Because X-Men means a lot to me. So maybe I'll have to check that out at some point.
It's different. It's
Very
like
different.
kind of psychedelic in a weird way.
It's also weird because they were like, we want to connect it to the X-Men movies, but we may be losing the rights, so it's going to be this vague kind of.
It plays the whole, is Legion crazy or is he a mutant with multiple powers? Very close. I mean, like, it's been long enough that yes, it is an X-Men show, but for a while it's like, okay, but is he crazy? Is any of this even really happening?
Okay. Maybe we'll have to have that. So the stuff with Nightcrawler traveling to Genosha, I think is all really good, and it makes his character stand out a lot more than I expected to.
I love the episode with him on the boat and all the all the mutants who feel like their powers are like useless and him having to like kind of become like Xavier to kind of pull them through.
Fucking Pixie. And Squid Boy.
I love Squid Boy.
Okay, I didn't know who Squid Boy was. I know because she was a card in Marvel Snap. Yeah, well, while doing this, I was like, man, this is making me think of Marvel Snap.
Just putting together that's supposed to be Network. The girl who can talk to the machines.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know that. I don't know who she is.
That's her whole thing. She's just a character who can talk to the machines.
That's cool. You taught me something new then. I appreciate that, Phoebe. I'm always happy to learn new things.
I'm just looking through the list of mutants they have on this show. I totally forgot Blink was in this.
Yeah.
Blink plays a big part in this too.
Yeah.
Fucking Domino. And a version of Domino that's not connected to Deadpool.
I know, that was weird, right?
Yeah. Oh, like being the leader of the Brotherhood in a sense is also weird to me.
Okay, so question here. Is she hot for Rogue?
I kind of figured something may or may not be going. I was all here for the Nightcrawler Scarlet Witch storyline.
Yeah.
And I was actually kind of getting excited by the end of one episode that maybe Gambit and Polaris were going to end up as a couple instead of... Because Gambit has no connection to Rogue in this universe.
Or the X-Men, really. He's
still part of the Thieves Guild. So that was wild.
I kind of liked it, though. I like bad guy Gambit. Never got to see him like that in the old cartoon.
No, I didn't like it personally, but it is good.
The Lucy... Like I said, this has to be its own separate timeline. Because they play a little loosey-goosey with some of the characters. And there's the one big one that they play super loosey-goosey with.
Which character?
Which character?
Oh, is this not Mike's big gripe as well?
I don't know.
Fucking Mr. Sinister. He's not a mutant. They say he's like a person who was born a mutant and keep calling him a mutant, whose whole thing is that he steals other mutants' powers. He was never a mutant. He's a mutate. He was born human and he gave himself the gene as part of his whole evolutionary experiments.
Didn't pick up on that. I didn't even see they mentioned that, but now they're
a human mutate and a mutant are two separate things.
Yeah.
I did not pick up on that.
See if that would be an issue, yeah.
That also doesn't... No, that wasn't my gripe.
That was my gripe.
I don't even remember now what my gripe was. It was a bad gripe, but I can't remember what it was now.
I don't know. Flick through the episode list and
I am.
see if something.
Did anybody else have I have a small little gripe was the fact that Domino, where she's clearly a big figure in the past, it would know Charles Xavier acting like she had no idea who that was in the future.
I had a little mini gripe with that. I have more a problem with the fact that a lot of this show is show don't tell when it comes to their powers. Except for, funny enough, that boat episode, because you're meeting all these younger mutants. So it's like, okay, what is your power? That's not bad. That's actually really cool. They never explain Domino's power. And it honestly doesn't feel throughout the majority of the show that she even has a power. She's just a Lara Croft standee.
There is comment about her being lucky at some point in this show.
Yeah, but they never show, like, supernatural levels of luck. Which is what her power is. The fact that she does get hit by bullets and stuff should not happen. In order to show her power off, it would have to look like she's being shot at by 10 stormtroopers at the same time. And meanwhile, they do the same thing with Forge. I love this version of Forge. It's the most Forge that we get, but, like, what is his power?
Fixing the Blackbird, apparently.
I fucking...
Well, his power is just building things. I mean, that's what he does in this. He just builds stuff.
You don't actually ever see him build anything. Just like he just pulls a gun out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some of those powers they didn't really know how to show.
But that didn't bother me. No, I can't remember what it was that bothered me. Sure, it will come back to me. I mean, the ending bothers me. The fact that there is no season 2. And I never knew why. Like, I remember when I first watched this show back in the day, I'm like, the show is really good. Why isn't there more? And that I completely forgot the whole Disney acquisition, which makes perfect sense to why it didn't get continued.
So, yeah. So,
okay, you can't say that when Lucifer went to Netflix after Fox canceled it.
Netflix is different. I mean, Clone Wars went to Netflix too after Disney canceled it, or Cartoon Network canceled it, or whoever.
Yeah, as long as you had if you were willing to pay, they would probably do it.
Yeah, and they just weren't willing to pay. And Disney didn't want it. Disney also didn't like the X-Men because they didn't own the X-Men when Disney buys Marvel. So right. There's some story which I think has actually been proven that there was some asshole in Marvel that's like, fuck the X-Men. We don't write them in for. That's why they disappear for a while from everything. Oh yeah, because they were so mad.
Them in the Fantastic Four, they legitimately killed off the Fantastic Four. The comics, because they're like, fuck it, we don't have the movies.
So, I mean, I'm sure that played a part too with this show. Never getting to see Age of Apocalypse, and like when I saw this before in whatever year I watched this on Netflix, I didn't realize that it was Age of Apocalypse. I just saw Apocalypse, that'll be cool. But now that like I'm older and I still have yet to read Age of Apocalypse, the book, I need to do that. Like I know what it is, and I was like, fucking A, I want this. I really want this now. So it is upsetting. Some of the other stuff like with
Go ahead, Mike.
The ship with that was interesting. Just the Mojo episode was.
Oh god, Wolverine, what he does to Wolverine is just Wolverine's expression. That is like nightmare feel if you're a kid.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yes. Oh my god, that terrified the shit out of me.
Is that not his Weapon X form?
No, that's not.
No, he doesn't have that Joker smile on.
No, that's something that we never see before. The Weapon X form is just him with the you see it briefly in 1 second or in this show.
Him with the mask, yeah.
It's the mask and he's half naked.
I want Marvel to adapt that mini comic run. They never will, though.
Cowards.
I know. That would be such a great horror movie, though.
That's not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, there's cool stuff out there that you could do, but they aren't going to do that.
So in the comics, does Mystique have a relationship with Wolverine? I couldn't remember if she did.
I feel like once or twice that might have happened. Because she just kind of sleeps around to begin with. Remember, she's Rogue's mom.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's mom, yeah.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's mom with Azazel.
Yeah.
I mean, Phoebe, if you could be anybody at any time, I mean, I feel like that would just lead to that type of lifestyle.
I will not comment on that.
Pretty sure you can't shapeshift. Pretty sure.
God, that would be cool.
So, if you could shapeshift, you'd probably go to work, shapeshift to someone else, say, we're all off
the first
today.
thing I'd do is find my ideal body. Then I'd start fucking with people.
Oh, what's that Stephen King story with the shapeshifter? Because I feel like that's what Phoebe would be. Is it The Outsider? Or
do you mean the one that does awful things to the child?
That one,
The Outsider.
That's What am I thinking of? There's another one too.
And Randall Flagg has light shapeshifting.
Yeah, that may be what I'm thinking.
No.
They all blend together after a while.
The Hulk, you're right. The Hulk stuff was really good. Seeing him in here, the stuff with Mojo was interesting, and you get Spyro, which I like. Spyro, I know her from was it X-Men: Show Her the Atom, the fighting game?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I think where
You
most
might
people
also
know
be
her
talking
from.
about Sleepwalkers or Pennywise. I'm sorry.
Oh, seeing Nitro in here was kind of cool. He's in one episode, but that
Yeah, we also get Psylocke.
was kind of cool. Nitro's first appearance is in Captain Marvel, by the way. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I can't remember if I have the issue or not, but I know my friend did because my friend was collecting a lot of Captain Marvel at one point, and yeah, his first appearance is in there.
Yeah, I totally forgot Psylocke was in this. And I think it was actually like
was in this too.
I think it's like normal Psylocke, and it's not the Psylocke stuck in the other person's body.
No, it's just regular Psylocke that they hire for one situation, and then she's
What the f did you just
there.
say?
You do not know the whole origin of Psylocke.
I didn't know about Psylocke being stuck in a person's body.
Oh god, yeah, no, it's a British woman got her mind transferred to an Asian woman's body. Oh yeah, there's a whole thing.
Oh my god. Because I'm so used to Psylocke just being like the weird psychic blade putting energy into the sword type thing, that when she started showing off normal baseline telepathy type shit in this, I was like, wait, when was Psylocke ever able to do that?
Oh yeah, no, they gave her like a whole new origin and everything.
Okay. I know some of her stuff, but not as much then.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Although one thing I want to shout out though is I like that we got the black X-Force suits in these couple episodes.
Oh my god.
I was so happy.
About suits yet.
Oh, I love those suits so much.
Like
those are great.
The fucking glow up on Cyclops in this entire show with the trench coat. That outfit fucking rules.
Yeah, the outfits were really good in this. I did like those black outfits a lot too.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Wolverine. I like how like Rogues get one. I think Kitty Pryde got one too for an episode.
Yeah, when they're sneaking into the base.
Yeah,
really good in this too.
Oh, they're all good in this.
Yeah, but they give her so many chances to shine.
Yeah,
that kind of surprised me.
I remembered one other canonical error that was bugging me, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they do that flashback episode with Cyclops where it shows like the original X-Men team and Iceman is clearly there. But then in the present day, Iceman is still like a teenager. Is it supposed to be a different Iceman or is it the same Iceman?
That was my gripe. Thank you.
Yeah. That I just remembered. Yeah.
That bothered me a lot.
Because it's clear that like Beast is aged, Angel is aged, Cyclops and Jean, they're all different. And then Iceman's over there perving about Emma Frost like a teenager. I'm like, is this the same one?
And so I looked it up. Was like, oh, are there different characters? Yeah. Nope.
Oh,
it's the same people, and that bothered me a lot.
Yeah, because he's like supposed to be the same age as Kitty, and I think Kitty's like what, like 17, 18?
Like that's it's just maybe 18 at least because she's just leaving home. Like it should not have been there. I mean, like, I like that was a scene that they do work it in, but you can't introduce him and then introduce him again later. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it just upset me in a stupid way, because it's cool to see the old team together do it if one of the characters is a child.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, so was he 10 or something? Yeah.
Listen. Iceman has a power that nobody ever really talks about how bullshit it is. We call him Iceman because, yes, he can freeze things, but that is thermokinesis. That is the transfer of energy that can affect states of matter and stuff. He might just slow down his cells by freezing them, and so he doesn't age as fast. Bullshit X-Men science.
Okay, if he did that, why was he living with his parents and being treated like a child if he's actually, 20 years old, 30 years old?
There are people...
Okay, thank you. I want you to be confused. I don't want you to answer this question for me.
I was going to say, I could answer that question. I don't want to answer that question.
I don't think
I was going to say, if this was set in, today's age, I would not question a 20-year-old still living with their parents, but this is 2009.
Phoebe Stanton, will not king shame Bobby Drake.
Well, okay, that is not, there's a difference between kink shaming and whatever the fuck this is not accurate. So, yeah, that's a whole different story. But it just doesn't make sense to me. But now, that was my one issue where I was like, why are you doing this when you can't do this because you did this? It's a very me thing. I mean, it's nitpicky, but it did bother me a little bit. I do want to say all the episodes in the future, or that they have them throughout the show with Professor X and Bishop and that team, that is all hella good.
Oh, yeah. I love all the different variety of Sentinels. Like, I love the Wolverine Sentinels they send after them.
Fucking terrifying.
Good,
The dog Sentinels. What the hell?
Yeah, those are terrible.
No, the Sentinels are like really terrified in this series. And that's what they should be. Should be these absolute killing machines.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair. And that isn't I don't mind that. The Sentinels are, they're great in this. It shows you exactly what it would be like if we were in this situation.
Give it a few years.
Well, thankfully, it would cost a lot of money to do that. So, and they're too busy filling their own pockets than to, put money towards stuff like that. So I'm not too worried.
I don't know. Robert Kelly, a couple times there, kind of reminded me of someone.
I mean, Robert Kelly is a piece of shit in this. And yes, he does remind me of people. But they're still stupid. Like, in real life, people we have are stupid compared to Bolivar Trask and these characters.
I don't think Kelly is the worst politician in this show. I think it's Worthington because he fucking does all of this against his own son.
Worthington is not a politician. He's a rich man that...
I know, but like the whole thing was take the wings.
Cunt.
I know. Like, oh, God.
Like, I'm sorry, every kid or a good amount of kids think about flying or having powers because you want to be like the Superman or like the Captain America. And then he has a son who actually gets to have that wish and he goes, no, fuck that, take them off.
Fuck that, killing your entire race.
I mean, it's a rich man being a shitty human being. Who would have guessed?
Look, son, you get to waste money on plane tickets like the rest of us. Thanks.
So to be fair, when he does take off his wings, it's when in the end of midway near the end of the show is because they're broken. So he uses that excuse to get rid of it.
Yeah, but you could have fixed them.
Yes, but he didn't want to, and he was given a reason not to.
It is so weird seeing Archangel not be a horseman of apocalypse.
Oh, I'm sure that would have been correct.
No, that was coming.
I could see. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Although I do love that whole scene with him chasing them in the car and everything.
Oh man, that scene with when he becomes Archangel and then like him being Sinister's pet for a little bit, like, man, is that some good shit though. Like, I always love Archangel. He is one of my favorite characters.
May I recommend X-Men 94?
I know he's in that. I watched a lot of that before. May I recommend Uncanny X-Force Volume 1? That is, I really want to cover that on the show, by the way. Read it once. I loved it. I own the good chunk of it, too, in single issues, which is not like me. But it's so fucking good.
You need to read a comic called Wolverine Snick.
Never heard of it.
It is a Wolverine comic that was done by manga artist Tetsumo Nia. He's a famous Japanese. What was the thing that he did? Anybody ever hear of a manga called Blame?
No.
Yes.
Knights of Sidonia.
I was gonna say, when we talk about Blame, we're talking about the Earth turned into an infinite tech hellhole, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he made that. Yeah, he did a Wolverine mini series.
Oh my god. Okay, looking this up.
It is awesome.
Oh, this looks awesome.
I told you it is.
So to go back to I like how when you find out at the end of the episode that he was in love with Mystique and he saved her but then got tortured himself.
Yeah, and I like how like everybody knows his real identity but him, and they just keep like teasing him about her, like use it, especially Sabretooth.
Oh, Sabretooth stuff is good in this too.
And I kind of like how Wolverine at this time has like he doesn't have any recollection of Sabretooth. Like his first time meeting him.
Yeah, I thought that was, I did appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot here.
And you actually do something in this too. I know he's in 94 for like one scene.
Yeah.
but he actually had a purpose.
Yeah, that's really good. And I also like how, not connected to the Weapon X, but they go into Wolverine's history with Japan. You get the whole Silver Samurai origin.
That was really well done.
Yeah, and they brought the woman out, which is great. Which I believe Wolverine still had a kid with her in the comics.
Really good scene. Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't do that in this.
I thought, as in Dakin? Or is that
I know that's his son. I didn't know
Dakin
that was
is weird.
Yeah.
I know about Dakin a little bit, partly because he had a card at Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I was so tempted to look up Marvel Snap card to see if these other characters have been added, but I was like, no, Mike. Bad Mike.
I think was that Wolverine origins
Again, it's just
comic going on at
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this was out. Yeah, so this was definitely okay, yeah. That was out. Okay. They were definitely building towards telling Wolverine's origin, and I think in the second season.
Yeah, you can tell they had a lot of plans.
Yeah, especially with like Emma going into his mind, trying to find his past.
Emma's really good in this.
Yeah, she is.
Way better than she should be.
I think it's probably the best depiction of Emma. Because the only other one I can remember, I think she's been in, was that anime miniseries.
I have never watched those. I forgot they existed until recently.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure she's one of the main characters in that series.
Never seen that.
Me either. They're hard to
Yeah.
find, I think, about this way, but it's something I think about.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to.
And I think there are only like
those.
6 or 7 episodes, so they're
Each one has about like 6, 7 episodes. There's a Blade one, I think, 2 or so, but that's a
6.
Mac Phoebe. Okay.
I
One thing
that.
Another thing that I want to also say, to have a multiple man in this isn't in one fight, and he actually was in a badass fight. I was like, you made multiple man cool the first time in his life. Thank you.
Oh my god! Did you ever read Ultimate? What was it? The thing that ended the Ultimate Universe. Like
no,
Ultimate,
I never.
Yeah,
I don't read it.
Oh, where he was where they made him into a suicide bomber.
No.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, they made him into it. Yeah, and he blew up Giant Man.
Oh no!
I mean, if you can clone yourself infinitely, as long as there's one remaining, then
you could do a lot of terrible things.
That is the perfect way to do that, I guess.
Yeah. Or there's also the story arc where he absorbed his own son.
What?
Okay, so yeah, like you said,
I'll take this.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. I opened the door. I gotta tell what happened.
Yes, you do. Unfortunately,
so in the comics, he, as we know, he can multiply himself. And then when the idea is that the clones can return to the original one, and he gains like all the memories and everything from them. Well, his girlfriend at the time, they have a child. And then when he goes to hold the child, he absorbs it. And it turns out the reason being is because his clone was the one who got his girlfriend pregnant. Therefore, the baby was just another clone. So he absorbed his own child.
Oh my god. I love comics.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Is it more or less insane than a super sentinel from the future traveling to the past, infecting a person, so that way Robocom can impregnate a woman to make a pink man who almost destroys the world?
I love
Yeah, I know. I still think that's crazier. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh, Bastion, we love you.
Oh, God. Everything's
I don't know
crazy.
if I do, but okay.
Marvel in general is crazy with how people
comics are.
I don't know, Mike. I think Bastion was a cool character.
Bastion was
His origin's
interesting.
fucking nuts, but I think he's actually a really interesting character.
So look up some of the other episodes I want to mention. I mean, Juggernaut's in this like one part.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I
even do
barely
anything.
saw
He's
him.
just knocked out, really. And it's like, what could stop a Juggernaut? Nothing! Nothing is supposed to be able to stop the Juggernaut. Because he's not
you do
mutant.
I mean, hey, you just watched X-Men 94 as the Great Juggernaut episode, so there's that.
Yeah, but that also, I think that episode says that it's the stone. It's a demon locked in a stone. It's like the demon of inertia or whatever. So
Yeah.
once he starts moving, he cannot be stopped unless he stops it. And then here we are in Wolverine the X-Men. Oh man, somebody stopped Juggernaut. I wonder what could do that. A little kid.
I'll take it. And then there's a whole episode with Scarlet Witch and Nightcrawler together in the TV show. That was interesting. Not as good as what
97 did with
7 did, but
yeah.
it did it better. So
Because it also empowered Jubilee. Which
And I
we
do
don't get
appreciate
Jubilee anywhere in this show.
no,
Yeah.
but that's fine because they were doing something different without having her here. So it didn't bother me. I didn't. She's not one of my favorite characters anyway, and there's enough of her in 94. So I don't blame them for going somewhere else and not having her in here.
What do you guys think of Toad?
I'm okay with this version of Toad, but he's kind of useless compared to the one in Evolution.
I remember the one in Evolution, but yeah.
Can't remember. I don't like Toad in anything. I just don't like that variable in the few times. I just do not like him. He's never been a character I like. So, I don't know.
I always feel like Toad would be on some sort of watch list.
Sex offender.
Yeah.
He just seems like, yeah, accurate.
I mean, like, even the Brotherhood are so sick of him. They're like, we're going to leave him in the MRD.
Leave in prison, yeah.
Uh,
And they, I mean, Nitro, they wouldn't put in there to tease him and say, yeah, we're not coming back to get you. We just wanted to see your face. So,
Oh yeah, I was almost half expecting them to like tease Civil War. That's what Nitro isn't. Nitro the one who kicks it off.
oh, fuck, I think so.
He blows up a school or something.
Or was it Penance? Or was it Speedball? It becomes Penance? I can't.
Speedball becomes Pettit. Oh god, yeah. Where's that character? Marvel, put that in the MCU.
I don't know. Let's look up what happens in Marvel's Civil War.
Oh, a lot of bullshit and a terrible movie. I hate that movie. I'm like the only person that does, I think.
What movie?
I just don't like that movie. But that's because I'm particular about my heroes. I don't like them fighting each other.
Oh, you mean Civil War?
Oh, Civil
Yeah.
War. Okay.
I don't care for the comic either. I read the comic, so. Never played the game, though. Never played Ultimate Alliance 2 yet.
It's not that great. It was.
Yeah, it was Nitro.
It was okay.
Okay. Captain Marvel villain the first time he shows up. Still odd to me. That's where that character starts. I've seen the issue. I might own it.
So did Magneto kill Pyro?
No, he threw him in a cell, didn't he?
Yeah, but did he just kind of leave him there? Like no food or anything?
Oh,
Because he was like scaring his
yeah,
Polaris.
it's possible.
Yeah, Magneto's like, Magneto just seems like he's got a short temper when it comes to his kids.
Especially Polaris, you can see in this. He really is very protective of Polaris.
Lorna,
Like,
you're my perfect little princess, and I want you to see none of the horrors of the world. Pietro, you're my perfect little soldier, and you're going to kill everybody because I said so. You're not allowed anywhere near the island.
Okay, and then he likes Wanda a lot. So, but
Yeah.
I like her too. So
It's like we get to see 3 different dads in one person. We get.
I mean,
It's
that's
like,
accurate.
Do you want the Magneto as a hyper abusive dad? Hey, look, here's Quicksilver. You want him to be like the helicopter dad who goes, "This is my perfect little princess, and nobody will ever touch her." You get Lorna. You want an in between? You get Wanda. Was he just trying everything to see which fucking kid would stick around? Was this an experiment?
Maybe.
He's a shitty father. What can we say?
Hell, Polaris is ready to leave. Wanda does leave. Quicksilver's an idiot.
It is brilliant that the name of that episode is Aces and Eights.
Yeah.
So we haven't really talked about like the Gambit stuff. You have Gambit in 2 episodes of this. I am being a villain, even though it is good. I personally don't like it.
I honestly love it because when we get to the whole little Polaris sub-story, it hints that he has thought once or twice about leaving the Thieves Guild. He was probably going to join the X-Men near the end of season 2 if they were allowed to have a season 2.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Because when he's talking to Polaris, he like just flat out says like, "I am not a good person." Yeah, I also like
From him, it's like, okay, I'll
Wolverine.
sink your boat. So I thought that was good.
Brilliant move. Ah, yes. She has a daddy's power.
Yeah, we should
And her
probably also
sister's fury.
mention in the future storyline they meet adult Polaris, and she's like just broken. Rebuild the city.
He's really good though.
Yeah.
When you're raised in that Rapunzel style princess entrapment of here's your perfect little life, and then everything around you dies, I think you would snap.
Oh yeah, watching your dad get burned alive. Yeah, that would do it.
I mean, but to be fair, less painful maybe, in theory.
For him, yes, but for her, probably no.
Fair. Oh, no, I was thinking about that. Like, hey, if you gotta go, like, that's one way. Like, just instant, boom. You're like, bye. And you're like, what? And then, boom, fire. It's over. Much as I don't want anything to do with fire at the end of my life. But, yeah.
Also, okay, so
We end up in weird places.
So Magneto treats
right.
Polaris. Well, okay, that's in '97. So Magneto treats Polaris like this perfect little
I know,
angel. My sweet little daughter can't do anything wrong. I must protect her from the evils of the world. And then all this crazy shit happens. And we are given the implication throughout the season that pretty much the end of the world wasn't gradual. It happened in one moment of time. Like, the world just kind of instantly got fucked up because Phoenix Force happened and Storm wipes out Africa and like 18 different things go down. When they meet adult Polaris, she's losing it because she's going, "You're Charles Xavier. I know who you are. You're my dad's like greatest enemy." What the fuck type of bedtime stories was Magneto reading to Polaris?
Yeah.
Like what were you telling Polaris about Charles Xavier that your first thought is, this is my dad's mortal enemy, I must kill him?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that whole thing where he's my best friend. I'm like, you might want to rethink that, Charles. Yeah.
I mean, Charles saw him as his best friend, you know? I mean, hey, that happens. Sometimes people will think someone likes them and they just don't. Like, you know, maybe someone at work talks to someone every day and the other person just kind of ignores them. Then, you know, that happens too.
You're an asshole.
I know I am. And you love me.
Lorna, my sweet angel,
For
I
it.
will let
I could have made
nothing
it
in the
more
world
obvious,
hurt
but I
you,
chose not
especially
to.
that Charles Xavier. What a cunt.
Although, did she see him when he was on the island and Magneto had him?
But it doesn't mean
No,
that
she was never allowed to like even leave the palace.
she didn't know about the cells either, I don't think.
She did not know about the
No, she
cells.
did not
She didn't
know.
know about
Only
half
Wanda
the
did.
people on the island because she wasn't allowed to leave the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
One
it, though.
child got Rapunzel syndromed.
Yeah, that's fine. At least he wasn't super crazy about it. At least he wasn't like Mother in the Rapunzel movie. So I'll take
Mother
it.
Gothel?
Yes, I don't like her at all. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, listen to that episode about Tangled. It's
Great movie.
a good movie, but don't listen to my episode. You want to hear me bitch and upset people?
Yeah,
This episode,
because you a bitch.
I was.
I don't think we really have
Just maybe you're right.
much
I
else
was.
to say.
Yes, I still have some other things to say. I do want to kind of mention, haven't talked about, there's Archangel. There's you find out about Phoenix Force. Eventually, like we did talk a little about Grover, who was a Sentinel that they take over in the future. So, but
Destroy.
I think it's in the last arc is the stuff where you find out that Emma Frost was actually a spy.
Yeah, for the Hellfire Club.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. The Hellfire Club, I knew who Celine was. So, and the reason I knew who Celine was is because I had her card.
I didn't know
And it was a
Celine
character that I didn't use.
or half those characters, but I did instantly recognize the Stepford Cuckoos.
Yeah. I was surprised to see them there.
I only know who they are because they were in Marvel Snap and they had a card too. There was a 3/4 that could summon, make a cop stuff. But yeah, I do know. Otherwise, I would not have known who the Cuckoos were. So back when I first would have seen this, I would have had no idea who they were. So, but yeah, they were cool in here. I like the Hellfire Club in here. I don't know all the characters in that, but I thought they were fine.
You really just need to know Sebastian Shaw. And what's really funny
Kevin
watching
Bacon is
this
Sebastian Shaw.
is that the show never says the Hellfire Club. They call it the Inner Circle, and it's only like the one time that they give it a name.
Yeah.
But if you look at the actual on Disney Plus description of the episode, the description says the Hellfire Club. I'm wondering if Nicktoons specifically had a clause that says that you couldn't say the word hell or something, so they had to change it to the Inner Circle.
Would not be surprised.
I would not either.
And also, I mean, we talk about the Hellfire Club. There's
Would
also
not be
the whole
something that they did.
there's also that whole subplot of Mystique pretending to be Senator Kelly to launch the Sentinels at Kenosha just so Magneto can start a war.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
dick move.
Even though Xavier showed Magneto exactly what was going to happen.
But he didn't listen
No, he
because he
did.
thought he could control the situation.
Yeah.
I still want a
Which he
war,
could-
Charles.
I mean, it fits him. It fits Magneto.
Where he thinks he's the smartest man in the room.
Yes. So I have no problem with it because it does fit the character. And it fits the character in this show, what we've seen, that he's kind of stupid. So, I don't know. And I do like the fact that Emma never really meant to be a villain. Like, she thought they were doing it for the so she didn't understand that. I mean, that they were all bad. I do like that she falls for Cyclops too. I mean, this is actually a good Cyclops in this show, which is weird to say, isn't it? A good Cyclops? It feels weird.
I feel like when it comes to not comics, it's more common.
Is he that bad in the comics?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a dick now in the comics.
Look up Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, he does.
I haven't read enough.
Neither have I, but I am fully aware of the fucking Auschwitz-style craziness that Cyclops is capable of.
Yeah, no, Mike, in the comics, it's to the point now where Magneto's like, dude, you need to chill.
Okay.
Cyclops is God. There literally was a whole civil war with Cyclops and Wolverine where the X-Men split in two. They had very different ideologies.
I mean, I do like the episode where you have when Emma goes in his mind to like erase Jean because he's so upset about Jean, and then he's like, it's all Logan's fault.
Yeah.
So that wasn't bad.
I'm so sorry that another guy may or may not be in love with your super hot girlfriend.
Who, let's be real, is way out of your league, but let's just be frank. But I do like where he's like, hey, park the car, good luck. Just throw the keys at him.
To be fair, a turd is outside of Cyclops' league.
That's true.
Fuck you, Cyclops. But also, you got such a glow up in this show. But fuck you.
But I did really like the stuff with him. I thought that was good. I mean, just the way everything goes down where they're finally able to stop Master Mode, and then they have to stop him in the future, and then like when he does go to the future at one point, and when you finally see Wolverine in the future, and he tells Xavier, he's like, tell me to trust Emma. I fucked up. I thought that was good. That was a really good part.
So did she destroy the Phoenix Force?
I think she just let it out. It's no longer gonna be locked to Earth. It's back to being a cosmic energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
Or she's the new host. I'm not sure she disappears too.
Who disappears?
Well, doesn't Emma disappear? Yeah.
I did not remember. I watched this a couple weeks ago. Phoebe, someone who probably just watched it. Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
Actually, this was yesterday and I don't remember. A good sign of things to come.
And then eventually they do stop Master Mode in the future. I forget what they did in the present that changed everything. Oh, I guess they stopped Phoenix.
They stopped Phoenix and they stopped Magneto.
Yeah.
So they're able to save the Xavier, and Xavier's like, things are better, and then they're not. They are not better.
Okay. What? How does... Oh god, I think I lost my microphone there for a second.
What were you gonna say?
How does Charles remember timelines?
Oh, yeah, because it all would have been wiped out. So he would not have any memory of that. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But when did Charles gain quantum awareness?
He's a level 5 mutant.
That doesn't... No.
I'm with Joe on this one. Maybe it would have been explained in season 2.
Hopefully. Oh no, we'll never know because they canceled.
I'm still upset that we did not get a season 2. Like, my God, seeing Age of Apocalypse, and now that I understood what I was looking at, I was really upset. But I want
especially since they have Cyclops right next to him. The end there.
Cyclops with one arm and Sinister with a beard goatee thing going on. Fucking and a mullet. What the fuck? I'm so not used to this idea of Mr. Sinister with a whole set of hair.
I wish we would have. I wish it wouldn't have gotten canceled. At least now I know why. And I was always wondering why it got canceled.
Okay, so here's the fun part. I'm now putting 2 and 2 together because Mr. Sinister's whole thing is trying to make the ultimate mutant gene and gathering all the powers and yada yada blah blah. And it's been a constant thing throughout all these different versions of the canon that Jean Grey and Scott Summers have this weird, perfect genetic pairing that just so happens to be the best of the best of mutants. They might not be the most powerful mutants. Well, Jean is, but Scott isn't. But that doesn't matter. When paired together, they would always make the most powerful mutant, or one of them.
Yes.
And Mr. Sinister always tries to manipulate it, but then the baby gets away. This show kind of implies that within this canon, the baby would not have gone away. We could have had Cable as a horseman of apocalypse.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Has that ever happened before?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
There's a lot. I know Hulk becomes a Horseman of Apocalypse. Wolverine does in different
Gambit
stories.
does.
Does Human Torch become one? I know he becomes a Herald
Maybe.
of Galactus.
Cable.
That's cool. Did not know that.
A horseman. Oh yeah, Cable
I
became
know
a
they-
horseman. Only in an alternate universe that doesn't count.
Well, I figured. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be the actual, but at least they did it at one point. That's still
Is
cool.
is the thing in the fucking chat the multiple man picture?
Yes, that is the multiple man. Yes.
That is.
Oh my lord!
Oh, you want to know what's even more upsetting about a season 2?
No.
Is that apparently at Comic-Con 2009 they showed off a trailer for season 2 and concept art.
Fuck. Okay.
You could find some of the concept art online, like I finding the one of Wolverine, but he was gonna look like an Age of Apocalypse.
Man, it just that's. I didn't know they actually had a trailer up for people to see. Is it on YouTube? I wonder.
No, I know no one's found the trailer. Oh, Jean was gonna wear her outfit from X-Men '94. Oh, look! I found some of the concept art on it here.
Oh, the sex. I always thought like she was naked in almost.
Hold on. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried looking up videos, but all I'm getting is teasers for X-Men '97 season 2.
Which is doing Age of Apocalypse, so they will finally get to do it.
Thank God.
I am excited for that.
That's next week too.
Yeah, so when you hear this, you'll be like, oh, you already have seen some of that, and we are going to be covering season 2 at some point.
I don't know if this is fan art or official art, but somebody on Reddit 5 years ago posted a thing that says we could have seen this in a season 2 of Wolverine the X-Men, and standing next to Sinister is one-armed Cyclops and a much younger version of Cable.
We did dirty.
We really
Yeah,
were.
I'm gonna try to find it on the other computer so I can put it in the chat.
I put a couple pictures in the chat.
I forget you had.
I know, crazy, right?
It is crazy. Thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate that.
I am posting this in the chat. Look at that. That is we could have had fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
So goddamn mad. Wow,
If you
photo
love them.
bucket. I haven't seen that thumbnail in forever. Or that watermark. Look at that awesome ass Cable.
Oh man.
We could have had
That
that.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is an awesome looking Cable.
We were let down.
Yeah. Come on. We gotta get the petition going to get season 2 of this show.
That'd be the craziest thing. If Twin Peaks can come back after 25 to 27 years, then let's do it.
Do it. God, Sunfire was gonna be in season 2. Oh man, they're doing his. I was surprised they would actually do this outfit. Post this up there. They would have done his actual Japanese outfit.
Post it in the chat.
His flaming Japanese.
They had a
outfit.
lot of stuff planned.
Oh, that would have been. He looks like.
Ghost Rider kinda.
No, I was thinking, oh my god, what is Ben 10's fire form?
Oh jeez, I
Heat
remember.
wave or something like that.
And then, of course, for Mike, here's Archangel.
It's gonna hurt me. Hurt me
They
more.
look relatively the same.
What the fuck is that fire thing you just showed?
That's Sun.
Oh, Sunfire? Oh,
Sunfire,
Arcane.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think we should go to Shelf Stacker Box that I'm making ourselves cry. And Phoebe, why don't you lead us in?
You know what? I'm gonna put this on the stack. It's not as good as I remember it being, but it's still very good. It can be a little weirdly paced at points, and sometimes the animation does falter, but for the most part, this is a very good ride, and it's nice to see all the different characters that they try to pull out for it.
I would agree. And Joe.
I am going to put this on the shelf. This series really surprised me. It's still very relevant. I mean, almost scary how relevant it still is in today's time. But I love the animation. I think it's a top quality for a cartoon. All the characters, the story arcs. It is right up there with the other X-Men series here. And I'm actually excited to go back and even try to give Evolution another shot here because apparently my bias back then really made me miss a really great show. So don't make the same mistake I did. Go check this out.
Yeah, I need to I've never watched all the way through Evolution. My wife really likes it. But yeah, I want to check it out. Now, this is just making me want to do all of it, all the shows. So there's a chance that's going to happen. All right. This was so good to rewatch. And I was so happy to get to watch it again. And then I got to be sad again. So yeah, that was nice. That was wonderful. So yeah, definitely going on the shelf. And I'm very glad. All right. And then at some point you will hear X-Men 97 seasons. That's when we'll actually get around to it. So not till it's finished, but we will be covering it. So we should go to plugs. Phoebe, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, on YouTube and Twitch as the Let's Play Princess, where I am currently going through Chapter 5 of Deltarune. And you can find me on many a podcasts, including the one I host with my friend TeacherBloke85 called Nerds of Broadcast.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, there's over 1,000 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon, Little Dog Vote on our Patreon. Been 2 polls for a while now. We've been very good at that. So check that out. Also, if you are a patron, you get the episodes early. I try to release the episode as soon as I finish editing them for the patron. So if you're a patron, you get stuff early. So you help out the show and you get stuff early. Hey. And if you donate $10 or more, we'll plug your podcast or YouTube every episode I make during that month. I make a shit ton, so you can hear a lot of stuff early. You can also, I'll plug your podcast or YouTube, like these wonderful people, Phoebe, Stanton, the Let's Play. I guess I'll plug you anyway. And her podcast, Nerds of Broadcast. Zach's show, absolutely the best podcast, A Work in Progress. Check out Bill's show, Gamer Looks at 40, and Carrying My Cross podcast. Also, make sure you join our Discord. You want to chat, you want to be on the show, you can join our Discord. We're always happy to have new people join us, chat with us. You will see a link in the show notes. Yeah, and Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Sayonara.
The world needs the X-Men.